Hello. Today we're going to learn how to gap a spark plug using a step-by-step process. By the end of this instruction, all students will be expected to be able to correctly gap a spark plug. Now the spark plug gap is very important as to how well an engine runs, and it's very important how you perform this process so that you do not damage the spark plug. Now the only tool you will need to perform this is a feeler gauge here. The spark plug gap is the term used to describe the distance between these two electrodes. So you should all have a handout in front of you, just like this one here, describing all the steps. And please feel free to refer to this handout as we go through this. Starting with step 1, visually inspect the spark plug for any defects or damage. You're looking for cracks in the porcelain, damage to the thread, or worn out electrodes that would prevent you from reusing the spark plug. Step 2, simply take the feeler gauge, insert the narrow end in between the two electrodes, slide the spark plug until it stops on the larger end of the gauge. Now step 3 is note the distance between the two electrodes, or the gap, as it's measured with the feeler gauge. In this case, it measures 47 thousandths of an inch. Step 4, compare your measurement from step 3 to the specification of the spark plug. Now in this case, the specification is 42 to 48 thousandths of an inch. So since we measured 47 thousandths, that is in between the range, and that is acceptable to be installed in the engine. Now, if this spark plug gap was incorrect, you would proceed to step 5 and either widen or narrow the gap as needed. If you need to close the gap, simply tap the spark plug against a hard surface gently until the gap closes. If it needs to be widened, simply take the end of the feeler gauge and pry it open. At this point, you would repeat steps 2 through 4 until you get the desired distance. Now then, as you can see, gapping a spark plug is very simple, and as we continue next, you will all be expected to gap a spark plug using your feeler gauge and your handout.